Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen here with Sports Choice Plus, bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering something or nothing. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Coming off the heels of a win, 22-10, I believe, victory against the Las Vegas Raiders, the Los Angeles Chargers essentially have put their, flag up, and they're showing people this is going to be the new offense. Traditionally, Jim Harbaugh likes to run the football. When you look at the likes of where he was at Stanford with Andrew Luck, when you look at Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick in the San Francisco 49ers, and you're looking at essentially Michigan with J.J. McCarthy, and you're looking at now as with Justin Herbert. He took the ball out of Justin Herbert's hands, which normally is in Justin Herbert's hands, and you're asking yourself, is Justin Herbert going to throw for 5,000 yards this year? Well, possibly yes, but possibly no. If Justin Herbert is throwing for 5,000 means that the Chargers don't make the playoffs, means the Chargers don't succeed in certain areas, then I don't think it should be wise or smart. He's saving Justin Herbert from himself. While it may be impressive to show 5,000 yards every year, what do you have to show for it? Playoff-wise, championship-wise, AFC championship game-wise, you don't have anything to show for it. What we've seen in the past is the Chargers throwing the ball so many times gets them in trouble. What we've seen is the Chargers don't have the best wide receiver room, so maybe Jim Harbaugh and offensive coordinator Greg Roman want to run the ball and make this their DNA so they can catch people off guard. Whether it comes to play action pass, whether it comes to running the football solidly, Jim Harbaugh wants to make sure his identity is keen and set in these things. Now, mind you, Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick are no Justin Herbert. They are not anybody that's going to sling the ball down the field and have a great success of 300 and 400 yards a game and 500 yards a game. But what they did was they played effective in the system. They made the plays that they had to play. And then all of a sudden you saw them beating teams by 14 points, beating teams by 12 points. Because what their defense did, their defense limited possessions. They limited after yard catch. They limited turnovers. And they forced turnovers on the other side. So you had Harbaugh's defense with a high number of turnovers, forcing turnovers, and you saw the offense limiting their number of turnovers. Justin Herbert in the last couple of years has been a turnover machine. Regardless of if it's popular opinion or not, Justin Herbert turns the ball over, whether it be by fumbles, whether it be by interceptions, and he costs his team games sometimes. We've seen them lose big leads in the playoffs against the Jaguars. We've seen them do different bonehead things, and all of a sudden there's nothing to show for it. Harbaugh is trying to make sure he takes the game into his own hands, and he wins the game. So is it something or nothing? I think if Justin Herbert wants to win a championship and they want to build a culture of winning, like I think Harbaugh can do, it's going to be nothing. Because at the end of the day, the goal is to win. No matter if you're throwing for 300 yards or 180, as a quarterback, you have to understand he's putting you in a position to where you're doing better. Now, mind you, you don't have a Keenan Allen there. Mind you, you don't have your top-tier receivers like you used to have. So Harbaugh probably understands this and thinks to himself, you got Ladd McConkey. I'm not going to say he's the best ever. I'm not going to say he's the worst ever. But he's not Calvin Johnson. He's not Keenan Allen. So you got to ask yourself, are you going to limit your damage to yourself to win a game and move forward to the next game and be successful? I like those odds. I like Jim Harbaugh and how he runs his programs. I like how he puts it straightforward. It's going to be meat and potatoes. This is how we're going to play. We're playing team football, and we're playing for each other. So Chargers fans may be upset, fantasy football-wise, but if you're getting W's instead of L's, that's the goal. So I think people have to pump their brakes, understand it could be a good omen, but it's definitely not a bad omen. But Justin Herbert may not throw for 5,000 yards this year, but he will be successful. I believe so. So are you Chargers fans? Something or nothing? I think it's nothing. I think they're successful 1-0 right now. So let's just give it a couple weeks. Give it a couple of chances and see what he's actually doing. So definitely check out Sports Choice Plus. Are you non-NFL fans too? What do you think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. We'll see you in the very next video.